Answering 5-mark GCSE questions the correct way. Here are some of the common student misconceptions when it comes to answering a 5-mark GCSE question in religious education. Students don't always check the wording of the question. You need to make sure that you bug the question, that you box, underline, and glance back over the question. As you can see here, the command words are boxed, so explain and refer to sacred writings, and then underlined are the keywords and what's important in the rest of the question. So the fact that you've got to refer to 2 religious beliefs and that it has to link and be relevant to abortion. Making sure that you've boxed these command words and underlined the keywords and looked back over the question ensures that you don't lose any marks out of the 5. Next up is a common mistake with 5-mark questions is explaining in insufficient detail. You need to explain and not just name. The question's asking you to explain. It is the first command word. You need to explain in detail, not just in one sentence. Below is an example of 1 point that only got 1 mark out of 5. Obviously, for a 5-mark question, you do need 2 points, but here's an example of just 1 that doesn't have enough detail. One religious belief is from Christianity, which states that abortion is wrong because it goes against the 10th commandment, do not kill. That's only going to get 1 mark out of a possible 5. First of all, I've only given 1 point, and that point is just a point. It is not explained. It doesn't say why do not kill links to abortion and how it's relevant to the question. Below is a point that is much more developed and would get 3 out of 5. One religious belief is from Christianity, which states that abortion is wrong because it goes against the 10th commandment to not kill. This means that Christians would be against abortion as they believe it is a form of murder and that all life is sacred and a gift from God, so should be protected. This is also shown through the teaching of the sanctity of life. This is good detail. It's got additional evidence to further explain what the point is saying. It gets 3 out of 5 because obviously it's only 1 point. If you did another paragraph similar to this, you would then get 5 out of 5. But this is the level of detail that is going to get you into that 5 out of 5 mark, that area. Another issue with 5-mark questions is understanding what the question is asking of you. Here is the second section that has been boxed. So the next command, other than explaining, you need to refer to sacred writings or another source of religious belief and teaching in your answer. But what does this mean? Often the wording here can throw students off. It does not mean that you have to quote from the Bible or equivalent. It just means that you need to evidence your point with another belief or teaching from that religion. This can be a quotation, but it doesn't have to be. It can be a keyword or similar. So what could you use, for example? So you could use things like karma, love thy neighbour, right action, do not kill. Not necessarily for that question evidenced here, but for other 5-mark questions, use whatever other teaching or keyword is relevant. It might be that the word nirvana, which is the Buddhist afterlife, is relevant. Or it might be that part of the Eightfold Path is relevant. All you need to know is the key word, the key belief, the key teaching, or if you would prefer, a quotation. So what you need to remember to do when you're answering a 5-mark question, you need 2 times P paragraphs, a point, explain that point, and give evidence. Do that twice, in sufficient detail, and you will get 5 out of 5 marks. And remember, your evidence Doesn't have to be a quotation. It is just reference to a keyword or a key belief.